Rogue Tier, we still winning. Magic Card, oh, we extending. Dark Law, he still contending. Sunrise, your lights in it. Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary. I know it's been a while, been kind of on vacation, but that's coming to an end now. So get back on to some Master Duel content. I am all the way down in gold because I haven't been playing too much. But as y'all can see, my opening hand is absolutely atrocious. I'm going to go ahead and set the drip and the increase. That way I can, kind of have a monster on board in case they don't end up doing too much. But then also I wanted to be able to, not just like get blown out by a spell and trap card. So I decided to hold the imperm in my hand because I feel like my opponent is less likely to play around, double interruption if I only have one set down on the board. So I try to ash his fractal right there and I end up getting gambled, and I'm just like, okay, this game's probably an auto loss. You're gonna see the kit happen, nerve will happen, and then I'm like, all right, so at least if I can maybe survive this turn, since I do have the drip, so I'm gonna go ahead and drip on the Karis here, send the increase. That way I do have access to my imperm, and I also have the increase in graveyard. So, like when he hits me with that 25 over there, I'm gonna be good. But he goes ahead and links the Karis into the Almirage. Like, this dude actually turned out to be a pretty good player. He's actually just going to end his turn and not give me access to increase, which is, really smart on his behalf. And like even this turn, he ends up playing really good. I go Liquid Soldier. Since he had set that card so early, I just automatically know that has to be the Revolt. So I'm trying to get him to revolt here to save his Almirage, but he doesn't fall for it. And then I'm going to go ahead and make Verte, because at least like I can maxi, draw 2 cards, maybe. I can, at least draw something to help protect myself next turn. So I'm a maxi here on the revolt, and I get ashed. So yeah, unfortunately, as y'all can tell, this game is about to come to a real quick end. But, well, I mean, like, the thing about it is, like, I actually, like, prefer duels like this. I feel like this deck is pretty fair if they're not summoning the barrier statue. And I don't mind, like, a deck where, playing a game where, there's kind of, like, some back and forth, going back and forth. Even though my hand was really bad, I feel like he played, good enough to keep me from, like, getting back into the game by not rushing any of his moves, not attacking, and waiting to use the revolt for that. So there's kit effect, nerval effect, and he's gonna go ahead and add the Karis. And when it comes to his turn, I'm just like, all right, so maybe hopefully he doesn't have another Brigade monster. And he special summons out the Karis by discarding the barrier statue. I'm like, that's not nerve or kit. So like, I'm still in this. So I go ahead and imperm right there because Shirag's effect does not target. So I have to imperm here or basically just lose the imperm on Karis' summon. And he had kit in his hand anyway. So it didn't matter. He's still able to banish some and get there. And yeah, maybe have been better if I had actually held the imperm in my hand. Then he wouldn't have been able to force it out with Shirag. That way I could have just impermed on the Karis like that, which actually might have been better in hindsight. Like, I just learned something, there. So we probably won't end up doing that again. So, learning just like y'all are. And of course, here comes the access code talker, and they just do what Brigade known to do. Shirag access code talker 8300 for the easy GG. But that was pretty well played on his behalf. Like, I don't mind losing like that. Alright, so going into the next game here, like I said, I am in gold, and like this is more that last duel was kind of like a rarity in gold, but this next duel is kind of like what it's really like to be in gold. So yeah, like as y'all can see, once again, my opening hand is just really, really bad. I get Feather Duster for my drip, and then he goes Area 0, and I'm like, no, it's Sky Striker. This is supposed to be a long, grindy duel, unless I OTK him right after I Feather Duster him. And no, that is not a preview of things to come. So, unfortunately there, it comes to my turn, and I'm like, should I tribute? for malicious and try doing things. But since he didn't have any engine, like I just automatically assume he's got like 3 hand traps at the least, right? At least 3 of them. And so I just attack with Shadow Mist, and I'm just gonna wait a turn because I'm not too concerned about being OTK by him. So he goes Hayate, do Hayate things. Like I'm just good that he wasn't so bad he attacked into Shadow Mist and maybe got hit with a Honest Neos or something. So down comes the Kagiri to grab the engage, and he's gonna activate the area 0 on this set card down there, which was, you know, pretty lucky. I saw the first 2 hand traps and I'm like, he's gonna whiff, but no, of course it is Bay the Ray. Getting rid of that Skycracker down. I'm gonna go ahead and Ash on the engage here. Don't need him gaining any more advantage than he already has. And like I said, like I think the only card I know in his hand currently is Ray, so I just assume like the other 3 are just like hand traps. So when it comes to my turn, it's just like right now he doesn't have Ray in the grave. I feel like if I'm gonna win, it's gotta be something crazy off of this draw, and it's just a denier. But we're gonna make it work. So we're gonna go ahead and link summon there into the Cross Crusader. We're gonna order the chain link so that Shadow Mist can't be ashed. And yeah, because I feel like if I don't get this Ferris to my hand, I'm definitely losing this game. So we bring out the Denier. We're going to add Ferris off of Shadow Mist effect. We're going to go to Tribute Denier there. And there was an interruption. Like y'all can't see it, but yeah, he's got Ash. So now I'm trying to bait out the Ash. And before I do my increase effect, so I'll try to get it right there. He's not going to fall for it. And you know, I'm gonna go ahead and go into battle phase because there's just like even after it came after the malicious hit the board, there was an interruption thing. So now I knew he had Nib, so I go into Dread Decimator, try to go into battle phase. He activates Nib at the end of main phase, gets his bros. Now I have a big beefy Nib token. So we go back to trying to bait out the Ash. I'm a Denier, put the Mally back. Now I'm gonna try to banish the Mally to special summon it from deck. And yes, we got the Ash baited out. So now we can go ahead and do increase things. And like I said, like I'm in gold, so they don't know no better, y'all. Don't laugh at them. So we're gonna increase here, and I say that, and I'm laughing at them. We're gonna Vion to send Mally because I already got Shadow Mist effect this turn. Banish the Ferris to add the Polymerization, and I was just gonna go like the whole Sunrise Ab Zero effect, but then I decided like let me cut the dude a little bit of slack, and we'll go ahead and Trinity here, and we'll see if we can like luck sack him and see if we can draw a way to OTK him. And we drew the mass change. Like it would have definitely been OTK if I just went the Sunrise Ab Zero route, but I decided not to do that, and I went with the lucky route. And we're gonna Trinity both of his monsters, Vion attack, and then finish him off with Dark Law with that nicely drawn mass change off of our Graceful Charity. So yeah, there's a couple gold duels there. We'll get higher up as we climb, but we'll take what we can learn from this ranking area also. So appreciate y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all on the next video.